Hi guys, welcome to Homeschooling with Harriet. We are looking today at the sound. So the first word we're going to have a go at writing is this sound just here, So if you're on YouTube, press pause and write Brilliant stuff. Okay, so we're going to have a go at writing the word turn, as in turn around. Turn. Turn. If you're not quite sure, have a little look at that. See how we might write the word turn. Turn. Okay, so press pause. And we write the word turn. Turn. Fantastic stuff. Well done. Let's have a go at writing our next word. Our next word is another word for throw. Hurl. Hurl. Okay, if you're not quite sure how we might write that word, have a little look at my example just there. Hurl. Hurl. So press pause. There we go. Hurl. Hurl. Brilliant stuff. Well done. Okay, our next word is a word we might say if we were eating something like an ice cream. We might go slurp. So let's have a little look. If we're not quite sure, you might like to have a little look at my example there. Slurp. Slurp. Okay, so press pause. Okay, so you should have the word slurp. So slurp. Well done. Excellent stuff. Okay, we're going to do the yes/no game now. So you tell me, do these words have the sound in them? And the first word is purse. Okay, so you tell me yes or no. Does purse have the sound in it? If you think yes it does, then you write yes on your board. If you think no it doesn't, then you write no. And if you'd like a bit of a challenge, how might you spell the word purse? Okay, so press pause. Okay, so it's the word is purse. Okay, so yes it does have an in it, and that's the spelling if you're looking there. Purse. Well done. It's got an extra E on the end, which is a bit tricky. Quite often we might, if we're having a go, we might have spelt it like that. But that's absolutely brilliant. So well done. You got that right. Yes, it does have an in it. Well done. Okay. Our next word, remember we're looking for an sound, is shark. Shark, as in the thing that swims in the sea. A shark. And if you think yes it does, then you write yes. If you think no it doesn't, then you write no. And if you want a bit of a challenge, how might you spell the word shark? Okay, so press pause, have a go. Shark. Has it got an in it, yes or no? Okay. So the word you're looking for, shark. No, it doesn't have an in it. It's got an R, but not an Well done. Give yourself a point. Fantastic. You got that right. Shark. There's no in shark. Okay, our next word that we're looking for is turf. Turf. It's another word for some grass. Turf. So you tell me yes or no. Turf, does it have in it? If you think yes it does, then you write yes. If you think no it doesn't, then you write no. And if you want to pause, then press pause now. Okay, so turf. That's our spelling of turf. Earth. Yes, it does have an in it. Well done. Okay, we're going to have a little look now at the keywords in our resource pack. Now this is part 1 of our resource pack, which has got all the keywords in there, so make sure you've got that to hand, and if you haven't, just press pause now so you can grab it. Okay, so our first word is this one just here. Let's see it first before we say it. So we've seen that word. Let's break it down. So we've got sat, sat, sat. Then we've got this so we've been practicing that. Earn, sat, earn. Saturn, and that's the name of a planet that we're looking at today. Saturn, so that's our first word. Our second word is this word. Let's see it before we say it. Earns. Earns. Turns. Well done. Something that turns around. Brilliant stuff. Here comes our next one. So we've got, see it first. Earned. Earned. Turned. Well done. And that's the past tense. It turned around. Okay, let's have a look at our next word. So our next word, this is a tricky word. Might not be a word you've come across before. Let's look at the sounds in it first. So we've got s, l, s, l, sul. Then we've got f, fur. So we've got sul, fur, sulfur. Okay, and sulfur is a gas. It's a smelly gas. It smells like rotten eggs, which is a bit horrible. Sulfur. Okay, our next word is this one. So we've got, let's look at it first. Now let's break it down. We've got sir. Now this is a split digraph here, so we've got an A sound, and sometimes this k makes a k sound, but here it makes a s sound. So we've got ace, ace, face. So we've got sir, face, surface, or surface, as we tend to say, surface. So the surface of something is the top part of it, surface. And we've got one more word which we're looking at today. Now this is a red word because it's not quite what we expect it to sound like. So this word just here, this has got a silent so we don't say this sound, we just go straight in for this one. And it's got an ow rather than an okay, so ow, shout it out. So we've got but we don't pronounce that one. So we've got hours. Hours. Okay, and an hour is how long is a period of time. So we've got 24 hours, for example, in a day on Earth. And when we're looking at this passage in a second, have a think if you can tell me how many hours are in a day on Saturn. So we're going to have a little look. As we're reading, we're looking out for our sounds. So this is part 2 of your resource pack. So we've got, every time we find an we're going to put a circle around it. Okay, here we go. So let's have a read. Saturn is the second biggest planet in the solar system. Let's read that one again. Saturn is the second biggest planet in the solar system. Now remember, we're not going for R, we're going for So you should put a circle around an sound in there. So let's look on our fingers then. You tell me, how many are in that sentence? Saturn is the biggest planet in the solar system. What are we going to say? Well done, just the one, Saturn. Okay, let's look for our next sentence. Its rings are made of ice, and because it turns so fast, let's read for that first part again. Its rings are made of ice, and because it turns so fast, so you tell me on your fingers how many are in the first part of that sentence. Its rings are made of ice, and because it turns so fast, just one again, in turns. Well done. Put a circle around in turns. A day on Saturn lasts 10 hours. A day on Saturn lasts 10 hours. How many in that part of the sentence? A day on Saturn lasts 10 hours. Just one. Remember, because we've got the in Saturn, we wouldn't go for the hours because it's an ow, not an that we're after. Okay, so a day on Saturn lasts 10 hours. Keep that in your mind. Okay, next sentence. Saturn's surface is made from gas. Okay, let's have a little look. Saturn's surface is made from gas. How many in there? How many ers? 2. Well done. Saturn's surface. Excellent stuff. Saturn's surface is made from gas. So you should have put an around the in Saturn and the in surface. Well done. And Saturn is full of sulfur. And Saturn is full of sulfur. Where are we going to put those ers? Saturn is full of sulfur. Tell me on your fingers how many ers in that part of the sentence. Saturn is full of sulfur. What are we saying? 2. Well done. Saturn is full of sulfur. Brilliant stuff. So you should have got 2. Put some circles around those. Okay. And sulfur. Okay, here we go. A smelly gas which has turned it yellow. A smelly gas which has turned it yellow. How many on your fingers are we saying? A smelly gas which has turned it yellow. How many ers? That's right, just 1. In the word turned. Brilliant stuff. Okay, so the final thing we're going to look at, I asked you how many hours are in a day on Saturn, because it spins so fast. There are 24 in a day on Earth, but Saturn spins faster. So look back, see if you can work it out. If you need to pause it, then do. If not, show me on your fingers. How many hours are in a day on Saturn? What are we saying? 10. Well done. There are 10 hours in a day on Saturn because it spins so quickly. One turn around the Earth is 1 day. One turn around Saturn. So an Earth day is 24 hours. A Saturn day is only 10. My word, that's a quick spin, isn't it? So if you're looking at the next part of your resource pack, we've got some really nice ideas about ovals and circles. And the reason we're looking at that is because Saturn looks like that. So Saturn has got, this is called a sphere, which is a 3D shape that looks like a circle. And these are all ovals.